All right, I'm FOX-6 Chief Meteorologist J.P. Dice, along with Mickey Furgueson and Wes Wyatt, watching a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. In fact, has a history of producing a tornado in Mississippi. Right now, it's in Noxubee County. That storm is tracking most likely into Pickens County here within about the next half hour, on into Fayette County, Lamar County. In fact, let's take it hour by hour. Hold it right there. 1:08. The storm right around Ethelsville by about 1:15. Millport and Kennedy and Fayette. We're just going to kind of move things forward in time here. This particular thunderstorm, again, stressing, capable of producing a tornado, may be in the Fayette area by around 1:30 this afternoon. We have Brett Adair with us right now. He is en route to get pictures of this storm. He's on Highway 14. We're going to bring this up live right there. There's Brett in transit there, Highway 14 in Pickens County, and he's going to try to intercept that storm and give us some good pictures so we can see exactly what's going on. We're going to go back to Viper here, and let's go back to Viper. We're going to go into our computer forecast model mode. Okay, we do have a warning, a tornado warning for Pickens County, as expected. Let's go back to FOX-6 Live Viper, and we're going to be in extended weather coverage here for a while. This is the first thunderstorm that's capable of producing a tornado that has popped up on radar, and as expected, that storm now moving into Pickens County. This one, as I mentioned earlier, has a history of doing some damage. Back around Liberty, Mississippi, we had some injuries reported from this. We have had a debris signature. That means the tornado has likely touched the ground back out to the west, lofting up some of that debris. Gives us a little bit more confidence on what's happening with this possible tornado. Now, I don't know if it's actually reaching the ground right now, but I can tell you we are likely seeing half-inch hail and 70-plus mile-per-hour winds. The storm right now is in Mississippi. We're going to pop up that warning and draw the warning here on the screen on Viper, and you can see Ethelsville and Highway 82 reform. That will be in that warning area. This is going to track just to the north of Aliceville. If you live along Highway 82, this is the polygon warning from the National Weather Service in Birmingham. This is not going to include the Carrollton area, but I want to stress Ethelsville and also reform. You can see those high winds right now. This storm just to the northeast of Macon, winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. We're getting hail indication as well as high wind indicators on this. I'm not seeing the debris signature that we had about half an hour ago. That was indicating that we may have had a tornado, but still pretty tight circulation on this. Here's the latest storm track. Cliftonville and some of these cities will be in Mississippi. Bigby Valley at 12:45. Forreston at 12:53, Macedonia at 1:01, and McCrary at 1:03. So if you live anywhere north of Carrollton in Pickens County, you need to go ahead and take your severe weather precautions right now. Much of the FOX-6 viewing area is under a tornado watch. That tornado watch in effect until 7 o'clock this evening. The tornado watch likely will be extended to include East Alabama as we make our way through the rest of the day. Going back into future radar here, and this is a predictive tool, and we're just going to kind of click along and show you what we expect as this storm moves forward in time. And you can see that track to the northeast, and Mickey's just going to take that forward by around 1 o'clock. By 1 p.m., this should be right on top of Ethelsville. That kind of purple color there is indicating the possibility of hail. Pretty good hail core with this. And then making its way toward Fayette. If you're in Fayette, or even Newtonville here on the weather map, by around 1:30, that's when that storm's going to be moving your way. Eventually toward Carbon Hill by 1:45, and Nauvoo around 1:45, 2 p.m. Should stay to the west of Jasper, and then if it continues to hold together, if the atmosphere is just right for this thing to hold together, eventually making its way into Winston County and western portions of Coleman County. This is not the main line we're dealing with here, folks. This is actually just one of the supercell thunderstorms that has developed ahead of the line. Dr. Tim Coleman is updating our weather blog as we speak, and the National Weather Service just did a balloon sounding to see what's going on in the atmosphere. We are getting some indications of some cooling in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. atmosphere, which is going to make the atmosphere more conducive to severe storms. Current temperature 73 degrees in Birmingham. Dew point temperatures continue to rise, and that is thanks to a southerly wind, pretty stiff southerly wind at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Back out toward the west, extensive cloud cover and rain, and you can see that main line. This is one of those different kind of situations where we're seeing the brunt of the rain and thunderstorms actually lagging behind the front itself. Temperatures are already dramatically colder back out toward the Mississippi River there. So we're going to get back in. This is kind of the big view. We're going to zero back in. We're going to track this individual storm. And Mickey, correct me if I'm wrong, when is the tornado warning, when does it expire for Pickens County?
That expires at 12:34. Wait, till 1:30.
1:30 for Pickens County, probably issued at 12:34.
That's right.
So we're back in. We can see that storm getting closer to Pickensville right now. Pickensville, listen up. If you're watching us here on FOX-6, we want you to get to your safe place right now, because it's likely you're going to have some winds. Even if you don't get a tornado, you're likely to have winds over 70 miles per hour. And then the storm making its way north of Carrollton. Ethelsville is going to be right there in the beeline for this thing, and then eventually crossing Highway 82 on into southern Lamar County around the Millport area, and then western portions of Walker County and also Fayette County around Fayette. So that's what we're going to be looking at here over the next hour or so. Still good circulation. Now you see the red and the green. We always show you that because what we're really focusing in on is the winds the radar is picking up, showing rotation there. The rotation, is that from the Columbus, Mississippi Next-Rad radar?
This is from Birmingham.
Okay. Columbus might have just a little bit better picture of this geographically, a little closer to that storm, and we want to take a look at that and see how that circulation is really wound up. When they're really tightly wound, a lot of... Are we getting that? There we go. See that? This is brand new to us here on FOX-6, something brand new when we upgraded our systems a while back. This is called a debris signature. It's that rotating gray cylinder there, and that is indicating that we have debris that's being lofted up into the storm. This is brand new, and this capitalizes on dual polarity radar. So with this debris signature, that gives us added confidence that not only is the tornado in the sky, we've got the rotation aloft, but we also have a signature that's extending all the way down to the ground, and we may be very likely, there's a high percentage that this, once again, is reaching the ground. Over the next few moments, I'd like to go back to that video from Brett Adair. He's our storm spotter who is out in Pickens County right now, and he is trying to intercept that storm. I'm going to step out of the way, and perhaps we can take Brett's video full screen. He is sending back some pictures right now, and you can see where he is headed, his position in relation to that storm. He's on Highway 14 in Pickens County. He's going to get out ahead of that, and you can see the cloud cover kind of moving in ahead of the storm. We're going to be looking, hopefully we'll get a good vantage point on this and give you a good idea on what's going on. We call this ground truth reporting when we have somebody out there and they've got a camera on it. Brett's been doing this for us for a while now, and he's done a very good job at getting pictures of severe weather. That's what he does a good bit of the year, and we're getting back to that live video right now. It's a little choppy because this is an internet stream. If you've been through Pickens County, you know, very rural area. At times you may lose that cell phone coverage, but he is getting in position. He will have a good vantage point to see what's coming in from Noxubee County. We're going to get back to storm tracking. I want to show you the big picture on what's going on right now as we take a broader look here. And we're seeing winds at over 80 miles per hour. This is Noxubee County. This is Pickens County. If you're in Carrollton, this is going to scoot just to the north of you, and showing you that big picture as we look across the FOX-6 viewing area. I understand most of the area not even being impacted by any sort of severe weather at this point. In fact, we're not even seeing that severe weather in Pickens County yet, but it's our job to give you as much advantage